Hi, it's Dr. Weesey. Today we're going to discuss baby-led weaning versus puree feeding. First, let's talk a little bit about what I mean when I say baby-led weaning. The word weaning is confusing. When they say weaning, what they really mean is introducing food to babies. It really doesn't have anything to do with stopping breastfeeding. Baby-led weaning means giving babies cut up pieces of whole foods instead of purees. The premise is that it gives babies more control of what they do and don't eat. If you choose to incorporate baby-led weaning, some of my personal favorite foods to start with are avocados, bananas, and scrambled eggs. These are all a good texture for baby to start eating. Most people are already familiar with traditional puree feeding, in which you give baby pureed foods on a spoon. Puree feeding can start anywhere between 4 and 6 months, while baby-led weaning is typically safe starting around 6 months. Science tells us that either of these timelines are equally acceptable. The latest peanut allergy prevention guideline says that babies who are at high risk for peanut allergies should be exposed to peanuts between 4 and 6 months of age. So if you're waiting until 6 months to start foods and your baby is high risk, make sure peanut butter is one of your first foods. So which is better, baby-led weaning or puree feeding? This answer might sound like a cop-out, but truly, whatever works best for you and your family is equally acceptable. Here's the key. Try to keep the pressure out of eating. Let your baby decide what he or she wants to eat. If you're doing baby-led weaning, this will naturally happen. With purees, just watch for signs that your baby's done eating. Head shaking, closing her mouth, or looking away from the spoon. The no pressure concept also applies to older kids. Having rules like cleaning their plate or having to eat a certain number of more bites tells them not to listen to their own bodies, but to your expectations. This can add unnecessary pressure and anxiety around eating. One reported benefit of baby-led weaning over puree feeding is that it supposedly reduces the risk of future obesity. I will tell you, the science behind this is pretty weak and, in my opinion, not very convincing. I think there's a place for both baby-led weaning and puree feeding, and in my house we do a combination. Baby-led weaning allows babies to have more autonomy over what they're eating, while puree feeding helps you expose babies to new flavors that they might not otherwise try, like certain vegetables that are tough textured when not pureed. The bottom line is that it's okay to do whatever works the best for you and your family. If baby-led weaning and the thought of giving baby unpureed foods scares you, don't do it. If you don't like the idea of giving baby any purees, skip them. Listen to your baby and how he or she is responding to food. There isn't enough science to support any one feeding method over another. So take the pressure off of yourself and give yourself the freedom to feed your baby in the way that you think is best.